Good morning, everybody. This is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today is Friday, August the 2nd, and I got the pleasure to bring to you a recent trade-in. Actually, it's a 2023 Newmar New Aire, bath and a half, 3547 floor plan. From time to time, we get customers that will purchase something less than a year ago, about a year ago this time this was purchased. And just lifestyle changes, we worked out a deal and ended up buying this back. Still in excellent condition. 6,394 miles is what it showed up with. So, but yeah, it's a 2023 year model, and being a 2023 year model, there were some changes on it. So why don't we kind of go through some of them? We'll start up front. So some of the standard things that have been with the New Aire is it does have all air disc brakes all the way around it. It's like a miniature or a mini King Air or mini Essex. So it's 35 feet 10 inches overall length, and it actually at ride height it's 12 feet 3 inches. Independent front suspension. It's a 450 horsepower Cummins diesel engine, 1,250 pound-foot of torque. It'll tow up to 10,000 pounds, and you've got side radiator. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. So things you'll notice up front here, we still have the keyless entry here. It does come with the remote control key fob to lock and unlock your entrance door, as well as all your compartment doors. Fuel fill from both sides, so you can fill from driver's side and passenger side. And then we'll going down the side here, we'll open these doors up. You'll notice you've got full pass-through storage here that does go all the way through. This one has the manual 3/4 tray, and you can see it backs up to another tray on the other side. And then this door will open up the other direction, and you do have some additional storage here without a tray, so for taller items, that makes some nice storage there. Other things I like to point out with Newmar, you'll notice like the thickness where my hand is and this floor here, you can see how thick that is. It's a thick subfloor, so that keeps this basement nice and insulated. It's a 4-season Class A. You could live in this full time. In the winter time, everything's heated, all your water lines, everything's insulated, and you've got some nice radiant heat. Right up above the storage compartments, you do have a little outside 43-inch Samsung LED smart TV. Below that, you'll notice a little sound bar that does pull out. You pull it out, it tilts. Get the glare off of it at certain times of the day. And then this little Bose speaker, it is Bluetooth, so if you wanted to pair your own device to it and play your own tunes outside, you certainly can. Another feature in 23, they came with these seals all inside these compartment doors. You've got new seals, so when you're opening and when you're closing the doors, you're not fighting it to close them, so they close nice and tight. Some additional storage here. It's also, you'll see a lot of components in there. Everything's nicely labeled for you. So these are some awning controls, some shade controls. Some of the KIB modules are all located in here. So this is where any kind of maintenance you would have to come to for some of your shades or slide outs. This is the bedroom slide out control. It's going to be located in this bay, plus some additional storage. And then you got some additional storage there as well. You'll notice in each bay too, when I open up these compartments, you got these nice bright LED light, this light strip here. So that will light up in as long as it's in the on position when you open these doors. And you have a disconnect switch here on your chassis batteries. This is all tied into the chassis. This is a Freightliner chassis with a 450 horsepower Cummins diesel engine. Coming around to the back, you'll notice next to the hitch here, we've got a brake 7-way plug already set up for a brake controller. Right up above it here is an air, you've got a supply air system there. So for those that have the Air Force One system on your tow vehicles, you can tap into the air on the coach, and it's already set up for that. Being a side radiator, certainly appreciate getting to the engine components in the back here. Your fuel water, your water separator is easy to get to. The filter is located here, power steering fluid, engine oil, everything's nice and easy to get to. Plus you can still access the engine. Some of the belts and hoses are all still easy to get to. Air filter being off to the side here. Some additional things that you can't see. So the Newmar does have a gutter system on these, kind of like a home does. So you do have, when you're running your air conditioners or it's raining outside, there's a gutter system up top, and there's a little channel that runs through the corners of the coach. So water doesn't drip down the side of the coach, it will drip underneath. Again, there's the side radiator, diesel exhaust fluid, and then your dump station is going to be located here. This does have a macerator system, so you'll notice these valves here. So the gray valve is going to be this handle here, the black valve is going to be on this side, and the main valve's on the side. So if you wanted to pull the main valve here and just use the gravity dump, you can do that right here. However, if you do want to use the macerator system here, that's what this is for. And you've got the RV Santicon that grinds up your waste, and that pumps your wastewater out. You can literally pump your wastewater uphill if you needed to. Whole house water filtration system here. You've got a retractable city water. It's nice, you walk this out, these nice little flap seals here, you just pop that in place so you can close the door. Makes life easy when you're hooking up and unhooking. And then of course you got the push button reel on the fresh water. And then over here, these two white spouts here, you do have a gray tank rinse as well as a black tank rinse. So that sends water into the black and the gray water tanks and flushes out your holding tanks. Got an outdoor shower, and then up here, this touch panel here. So that gives you a readout on your holding tanks, light controls, water pump controls, all gonna be located in the touch panel there. Next bay down, we do have the Chinook Oasis hydronic heat system. So that is this has 3 different sources of heat, this Chinook being one of them. So the hydronic heat uses a diesel burner to heat your coach. Works like a computer too. If you ever have to reset it, there is a reset switch right there. The little window here will display the flame, and when you're lighting it up, you can come out and see that it's running. And then over there on the next to the kind of near the rear tire there, that's the exhaust on the Chinook Oasis system. It also has 2 electric elements inside of it to heat as well. For those who like to take longer showers, always have the diesel burner on for continuous hot water. Off to the side here, you do have the 50 amp retractable power cord. Again, you walk your cord out and then pop this in place, again, right there where the flap seal is located, so you can close the door. Makes life easy, especially when it's cold out. These cords can get nice and stiff and they're hard to wind up, so having a power reel is nice. And the power reel is located right here on the door. Next bay, we've got the other side of the pass-through storage. Again, this is a little quarter tray. And then new in 2023, you'll notice there's 2 inverters there. So we do have the 2 lithium batteries So standard in 2023 for the Newmar New Aire is going to be the two 3,000 watt inverters, and then they get the two 320 amp hour lithionics batteries. These lithionics batteries, you can download an app on your phone and actually monitor those batteries using Bluetooth. And then having the two inverters over here on the side, one of those inverters is dedicated to the front air conditioner. So when you're traveling, you don't have to have the generator on to run that front air. You can just run it off the single inverter there. I've got the generator going now because it's a warm day, so we've got both airs running inside. So sorry about the noise level there, but that's the exhaust on the generator. And then inside here we've got a lot of your wiring harness and fuses all tied into the Freightliner chassis are going to be located in this bay. Let's see if we can get that out. If not, we'll keep moving. So there's a release in here that's not cooperating right now. However, that happens when you get used coaches. So this, we just got it in. We haven't had a time to PDI it, but that will release this hood to come up. Behind there is an 8,000 watt generator, own-end generator. Your hydraulics are going to be back behind there. There's a hot water line behind there. So moving on. All right, so as we come in, before we go in, I just want to point something out. So you do have some electric steps here. Also, as you're going in, these are Corian steps. And also there's little step covers. So if I open this up, you got a nice little storage bin here, and you got a second one right up above it. And then additionally, for the passenger that's sitting here, you do have a step cover that does come out and raises up. All right. I like to keep the slides in so you can kind of see how much room you have to navigate to the back. So when you're on the road, this is how it is in travel. You can still get to the refrigerator if you want to grab a cold beverage out. If you need to access the half bath, that's still easy to get to here as well. I left the bed slide out, but if you do have to get to the rear bath, you just got to hop over the bed. I'm going to switch places with you, Nick. All right. I'm going to run these two slides out. And you'll notice as the slides are going out, we've got a sleeper sofa with the expandable dinette. And these captain's chairs, they will swivel to join the living room. All right, let's get this out. Almost down. So these two slides that I'm operating are going to be the hydraulic slides. There's no carpet on a New Aire, so you've got all tile in the slides. And the rear slide is an electric slide. But, so going back to this, the interior, we've got the Berkeley decor with a toffee maple high gloss finish cabinets. Really nice look. I talked about the expandable dinette. So you do have this piece that comes out here, and there is a leg that flips down underneath here. There'll be two leaves and two folding chairs to join the dinette. And these will pull out, little storage bins underneath each booth. You will notice a seatbelt strap here. So the booth facing forward does have the seat belts. And then across the way, the couch does make into a bed. Pull Pull this out here. About a queen size mattress, and you're on the cushions. So once you dress this with your sheets, blankets, and pillows, you can make it a lot more comfortable where you're not on these seams here. You'll notice underneath, we've got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 seat belts. Also, similar to when we were under the slides earlier, you'll notice some shade controls under here. So there's just some hidden shade controllers that are going to be under the couch as well. All right. I'm going to show it on this side. So these KIB multiplex light switches, also your shade controls. So I'll just tap on this and that goes, we go to the home screen. So you have lighting, shades, fans. Systems is going to be more for the TV up and down and water pump. You can check on your batteries and holding tanks. So you'll have these throughout the coach. A nice feature there. So if I wanted to operate, put my shades in the up position. Oops, let's see here, let's go. So as you can see, all the shades are now going up. And then you can do the same thing from, if you're sitting in this position here, you want the TV up in the up position, I will simply go to the systems, TV up. And you can see now I've got a TV that's going to be coming up. I believe that's a 50-inch LED smart TV. All right. So this is the slide out. This is all padded ceiling. Also in the slide is padded ceiling, and you also have the same thickness in the slide out header as you do in the ceiling. And what does that do for the coach? It won't work the air conditioners as hard in the summertime. It won't work the furnace as hard in the wintertime. It's quieter. You're watching a ball game, you're watching a movie, it starts pouring down rain outside. You're not cranking the volume up on the TV because it helps drown out this, it's kind of a sound barrier, if you will, as well. You'll notice when I close all these cabinet doors, you do have soft close. In here you do have HDMI cables that's already pre-wired for satellite receivers, game systems, cable hookup as well there. And you have Bose soundbar up top. Love the bay windows. If you notice, kind of looking on, we'll come on to this side because the TV is sort of blocking it. But you have these nice big bay windows that go all the way to the corners. Gives you kind of almost like a bus feel in a smaller diesel motorhome. All right, so we got all solid surface Corian countertops. Nice big stainless steel round sink here, and a residential style faucet head. Everything's flush with these covers inserted. You do have an induction cooktop over here. This is removable. Simply unplug it. You want to take it outdoors and cook outside, you can. Also makes it easy for cleanup. On the flip side of these covers, you have little cutting board inserts in each Corian cover. Up above here, we do have a convection microwave oven. And then down below, nice full extension drawer glide, a silverware drawer. Then you do have a dishwasher down below here. And then you've got 4 good size full extension drawer glides as well for the kitchen. And then you do have some additional storage under the sink. And this one will pull out, back up a little bit there. This is a nice spot to keep a trash bin if you wanted to keep it right there. And then up above, we do have some additional storage. In the storage, you have a little pull-out drawer. Up above it is an adjustable shelf, another adjustable shelf on this side. Here's all the fun owner's manuals. Everything's still intact, nicely organized for your plumbing, your heat and air conditioner, electrical, all the appliances. Things in the bag here. And then across from the kitchen, we've got the Samsung residential refrigerator. Refrigerator up top, freezer down below, and then you do have an ice maker here. You see we got it making ice. And then up above the refrigerator, we've got some nice deep storage. I mean, that goes way back. I can barely reach it. I have to get me a step stool to reach all the way to the back. And then you do have a pantry. So you've got down on the very bottom, you've got a little pans. You can put your baking pans down below here. And then these are all your, you've got 6, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 push to release pantry drawers. Plus you'll notice when I open this door how that lights up. That's a nice feature. And again, the soft close. And then down below here we do have a little kick plate, central vacuum system, and up above it where your hose attachments can go for vacuuming. And then up top here, this is a centrally located Silverleaf panel. So Silverleaf has, everything's going to be in one location. So your alternating current power, your direct current power, your generator controls, you can check on your water tanks, climate control, block heater, batteries, everything's in one location. Even your cameras, so you can use it as like a security device at night. You got all the shades down, you hear something outside, you can come in here and toggle through the different cameras around the coach. Oops. And then you can go directly to your lights. So I talked about the touchscreen KIB panels. It's also built into here. Your shades, shade controls are all in here as well. You can run your TV up and down. Pretty much everything is going to be available in the Silverleaf, from your inverter controls, your generator controls, HVAC, lights, camera, action. No, has quite a bit. So moving to the half bath. So this does have, this floor plan comes with a half bath. You do have your control, your breaker box is going to be located in here. Both inverter controls are in here, spare fuses, house fuses, everything's nicely labeled in here. And we do have an exit door. So this will open up. Let me get this up here out of the way. Shades. All right, we're running the shades up. So we have an exit door here. You notice there's a telescoping ladder in the door. So in an emergency situation, if you need to get out, you do have that peace of mind that you can still deploy the ladder to get out. It's also a nice loading door. So if you're loading the coach and someone wants to hand items through the door, this is pretty handy to have this centrally located on the coach. And you do have a medicine cabinet in here as well. Now it's kind of hard to see, but behind this big mirror you've got a little medicine cabinet and some storage down below for some of your toiletry items for the half bath. Okay. All right, and then if you do have guests with you and you want to close off the bedroom, you got the sliding pocket door to close off the main master bedroom from the front. Move into the bedroom. We got a 60 by 80 queen size bed in a 35-foot motorhome or 35-10 overall length, to get a bath and a half set up on a New Aire, you have to stick with the queen size bed. On both sides of the bed, I'll open this one up, Nick, if you want to get a shot underneath there. But you'll notice a little cutout right below the Corian, so you can run, there's an electrical outlet in there and some USB outlets. You can run your lines out the top here and still have this door closed. And you have that on both sides of the bed. If you're laying in bed, you do have a KIB touchscreen panel above your head, so you can actually access your lights, your shades, everything that we went over kind of earlier. Your vent fans, your lights, your shades. I think even the TV controls are all in there as well. And up above, you do have some storage, plus you have an electrical outlet. You've got access ports on both sides of the bed. And in front of the bed, we got another nice big bay window. And up above, you've got a 43-inch LED TV. This one has the Blu-ray player in it. We've got the Blu-ray player here, some adjustable shelves. Again, it's all pre-wired for satellite receivers, game systems. It's kind of the entertainment cabinet, additional cabinet storage here. And down below, we've got some full extension drawer glides for additional storage. And then the bed will lift. So we've got a little storage under the bed. Oops, you have to get that fixed. We got a couple of leaves for the expandable dinette I was showing earlier. Get that put back on later. All right, moving along. Moving to the back, you've got the master bathroom. Pocket door to close off the bathroom. And on the flip side of this, you do have a full-length mirror. I know you can't see it, but it does have a full-length mirror. Coming all the way to the back, there's the two folding chairs to join the dinette. And then you also have the lighting control up top. That's for the KIB panels throughout the coach. Access to it. You'll notice a safe in here, plus a hanging rod, some nice big closet. And then you do have a nice sized medicine cabinet with an electrical outlet inside the cabinet. Solid surface Corian countertops. Additional pull-out drawers below. You notice when I open that up, how that lit up. Soft close drawers, soft close cabinet doors, stackable washer and dryer. If you're looking for a short motorhome, a stackable washer dryer and all the amenities you have at home, this one has it all. And we do have one more little hidden storage over here off to the side. Okay, and then come up front here. There's some additional storage overhead. I didn't show these cabinets, so go ahead and open these up. And then there's no TV overhead, but it does have some additional little hidden storage compartments off to the side. And additional storage. This does have a Wi-Fi, so this comes with the Wi-Fi router. This compartment here is going to be for some of your lights and privacy shades. The over-the-air antenna controllers here. Girard awning controls are going to be located here. A couple of slide switches. And then you do have some additional storage here as well. Also, this has, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little control panel, the Xantrex control panel in here. So this particular coach does come with 4 sun-free, I think they're 100 watt solar panels, 4 of them. And you got some electrical. These are your 2 awning controls and a little bit of smaller storage up top. All right. So I mentioned that we're in a Freightliner chassis, and in 2023, the Freightliner chassis did have a few changes on it. So you notice these nice larger monitors here. Turn that down. And air down here. So notice the display looks a little different compared to the 2022 year models, but very easy to read. If I use my steering wheel to scroll through the different options in the dash cluster. So if I wanted to go directly into what they call steering effort or comfort drive, I can select that and I can move this up and down using the arrows to tighten and put resistance in the steering wheel. Comfort drive does help counter for strong side winds when you're driving through a windier conditions. You can turn that arrow up and it will put a little tension in the steering wheel. And then the lower you have this setting here, it's a lot lighter steering controls. If you're driving on a crowned road and you're constantly countering for the crown on the road, this will see that you're doing that and it counters for you. It will auto center if you're taking the coach straight back and you have the wheel barely cocked to the right or the left. Just simply let go of the wheel and it'll center itself and takes you straight back. Also, when you go into reverse, if you want to get a shot of the screen here, so I'm just going to put it in reverse, and you'll notice it displays the grid lines, which is really nice for when you're backing up. All right. And then also you do have on the steering wheel, you've got access for cruise control, set, resume. You can pair your phone to the coach, so you have hands-free, answer and hang up for your phone. If you get if anybody calls through, you can. It's just like your automotive these days. It has the same setup. And then over here on the left side, there is a favorites button. So if you're viewing a different system in the display, but you want to go directly to your favorites, simply hit the favorites. Right now the favorites is set up for steering effort, but you can set that for whatever you'd like to have it set for. It's got a little charge pad off to the side here for your phone. This is the park brake, light controls. You've got a reading light right up above your head for the dome light. If you need to merge your batteries for any reason, you do have the battery boost switch located here. Fog lamp controls. A couple of nice big cup holders. Power window. Let me move this up. And notice we've got a little power window here. If you're going through a toll booth, you got the power window. And then these are all heated, electric remote control mirrors. And then this other system right here is the hydraulics for the leveling jacks. And it does have, I mentioned earlier that this comes with a 6-speed Allison transmission. And the actual Allison is going to be operated from the steering stock right here. So and then it's got a single stage engine brake. And we've got an engine brake here. I just kind of simply move that towards my knee, and that turns the engine brake on, and then up turns it off. Forward for drive, back to neutral, back to or to reverse. You'll notice a little push button here. So you've got proximity remote control, and then HVAC controls are located here. Some of your shade controls, docking lights, overhead fans, air horn on and off is all located in this location here. And then the touchscreen panel. Let's see. get this on here. So you notice you've got the radio, media center, Sirius XM satellite radio. Oops, go back out of that. Navigation. It's all touch screen. And then also your camera controls. So you'll notice how many different camera systems you have. So over here on the right screen, if I want to put this right screen into a 360 camera view, I can simply hit that. Now I'm seeing a bird's eye view of the coach plus the rear of the coach. And there's some different views you can set on the, you can have a hitch view where it's looking straight down or straight down and out or all the way out, kind of a panoramic view. Okay, I think I've hit most of this motorhome. Oh, one other thing, just to point this out, this is an option. So this does have a touchscreen panel over here as well. So if the passenger wants to help navigate, you've got your maps. You also have your cameras, your radio. You can have access to anything that the driver has access, but right next to you. I just saw that and wanted to point that out, that this does have that option. Again, 2023 used Newmar New Aire 3547 bath and a half floor plan, 6,394 miles. Just got here yesterday. It is available. If anybody's looking for a nice shorter bath and a half, give me a call. My name's Grant Russell. You can reach me. Hopefully my contact info is being displayed below. You can reach me on my cell phone at 720-539-4711. Or shoot me an email at grussell@transwest.com. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. I'm out.